So, explain that to me. That's what we said all along. Because there's lots of other proof, but that was kind of like the smoking gun combined with all kinds of other shit that was going on. You guys aren't paying attention. Like, who the hell am I talking to here? Anyways, you guys are going to see the show. You're seeing the show right now. Durham just arrested indictment for Michael Sussman, Hillary Clinton's lawyer, and it ties the whole thing together. It ties her to Google, to the news. So Google is more powerful than most presidents. You realize that? Than most countries. Google, that's where we get our information from. Okay? Sergey Brin, founder of Google, family has KGB ties. It's all these three-letter agencies around the world, MI6 and MI5 and Britain. That's like the equivalent of the CIA and the FBI in the States. And then you have KGB in Russia, you got German intelligence, you got Mossad, you got the different security agencies are really just the personal security forces for the top bloodline elite corporate elites that run the entire world. Okay, that's what those three-letter agencies, that's what they do, okay? Our intelligence services. That's where we get our intelligence from, because we're not allowed to have any intelligence. We're not allowed to think for ourselves. That's why we get our information from the stupid model with the $5,000 suit on our TV in the fake newsroom that are saying the same words as every other newsroom all around the world, because you all get their information from the Associated Press and Reuters and these three-letter agencies, and that's why they don't tell you where they get their information from. They just say, hey, sources say, our intelligence sources, our CIA sources. Okay. To get their information straight from the Rothschilds, from the top bloodline elites are telling them what to tell us. That's why they have these intelligence informations that give them this information, because, we don't have any intelligence. We're just supposed to listen to what the news tells us. Even if they change their story every freaking day, we're supposed to just pretend we didn't hear it. Pretend they didn't lie to us day after day after day. And just listen to their excuses day after day after day. I've never seen anything like it. And neither have any of you. And that's why you guys are waking up and you're like, what the fuck is going on? We're all waking up. This is a great awakening. There's nothing to be afraid of. I told you years ago this is a great awakening. Are we going through the great awakening or are we not? Of course we are. The news even says, the biggest problem is all these what am I going to call it? Fucking jabberdoo. I was going to say vaccine. Hesitant people and all these conspiracy theories going around and Russian disinformation and blah, blah, blah. Just like they see it in Anderson Cooper's CIA, his mother's Gloria Vanderbilt of the Vanderbilt dynasty. Look it up on Wikipedia. That was the richest family in the world not too long ago. And then you have, with like Brandon himself, who else? James Clapper, who was under Obama, was the head of the National Intelligence, or the NSA, one of those two. And then Brennan was the CIA director, Comey the FBI director. They're all corrupt. These three-letter agencies are involved in every single event we see, every single school shooting, the January 6th event, every single event that makes the news. Not only is the news lying to us, but these three-letter agencies are on the ground, shooting people, causing wars, turning over countries, stealing elections, you name it. That's our government's bought and paid for, guys. They're weaponized against us in their collaboration with our own media around the world, just like Canada. All your tax dollars go straight. The government takes it and they pay off the fucking media to protect themselves. When are you guys going to realize who the mafia is? It's your government. Okay, and I know everybody's realizing this, but let's fucking go. Let's wake up. And we are waking up, so don't worry. Don't be scared. Don't be there's two types of people. You got the people that are not awake yet, God bless you. If you trust everything the man on the TV tells you, and you don't realize that they're run by the biggest criminals on the planet yet, and like literally they're child killers, they've started every war known to man. If you don't realize that yet, I feel sorry for you. You're fucked. Well, I mean, you're not fucked. You're going to wake up, but you're just going to be shocked. I hope you don't have to go to a mental hospital, because as time goes on, truth keeps coming out and it's bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, and now we got like on the truth movement, like I said, the news, the number one problem is all these conspiracy theorists that don't believe in the official narrative. That's why they're censoring at all-time highs. Not because they're in control of our minds, because they've lost control of our minds. That's why they have to censor. You don't have to censor when you're in control of people's minds. You have to censor when you've lost control of people's minds, because it doesn't look very good when you censor. When somebody has to censor information, it doesn't look very good. It actually wakes up a shitload of people when you have to censor, because you know what censoring is? It's against our constitutional rights of free speech. So anybody with any sense in their head realizes something's very wrong here. When you're pushing a jabberdo, but anybody wants to question it, all these doctors and scientists saying, hey, we have this evidence, we actually got this evidence right from your official government sites. Because it says there, if you guys just scratch below the surface, the people that are lying to you, they fucking said something else into the next minute. Fauci said use remdesivir for this whole freaking thing. Fauci oversaw a trial using remdesivir for Ebola. They had to stop using the remdesivir because it killed too many damn people. He knows how dangerous it is. He even referenced that study as the reason for why they're using remdesivir. They're lying to you right to your face. They'll reference something they said, and they'll say, yeah, from this study. You go look at that study. It's Fauci, yep. But it says the exact opposite of what he said. This happens all the time. The government just lies to you over and over and over again. They say this is safe, and you go look at their own study. Oh, it shows that the jabberoo is killing people. Their own official statistics. It's a joke. It's a freaking joke, okay? So we're waking up. Don't be those people that are like, oh my God, it's so scary. I never realized I was on this. Things are so bad. And we've been under this tyranny for 1,700 years. I know we're in that phase where they're trying to depopulate the world from 8 billion down to 2 billion. Once again, not a conspiracy. It's right out of the UN documents, official documents, sustainable development. They want to reduce the world to 2 billion. So look around, your friends, family gone. By when? The year 2030. So, guys, it's a lot of you are awake, but you're black pilled, like doomsday. It's not. You say red pilled is when you're awake up, and black pilled, but you're like, oh my God, it's over. Guys, we've been living under this system since Constantine rewrote the freaking Bible 1,700 years ago. It takes a while to take down. Rome doesn't come down in a day. It wasn't built in a day. It's not going to be taken down in a day. This is going to, it's not going to happen snap overnight, okay? But we could live under their slavery, totally clueless to what was going on, and thinking the illusion the elites created for us was reality. Now that we're realizing that most of what we were taught was a lie, and these people have been using us, and actually we got less rights than animals on a farm to these people. I'm talking about all the people of the world, worldwide. That's what they've been doing to us. So we can live in that system on their fucking farm. We can live as free animals. Okay, we're not that stupid that we need these people to fucking guide us. And if you guys believe that, that's what they've conditioned us to believe, that we need these experts. Trust science. We got scientists right here saying you guys are full of shit. And you guys won't fucking show us any of the fucking science either. So you know what you guys do? Every time we ask you, oh, trust science. You people are science deniers, you won't put the mask on. Every single scientific peer-reviewed study, that's what it means science, is it has to be reviewed by scientific peers. Not to say there's not corruption in there. But anyways, in the universities bought and paid for by Carnegie and Rockefeller and charities. So they hide all their monies in charities. Because when you donate to a charity, nobody knows. You can be anonymous. And you don't got to pay taxes. Oh, and no wonder the Rockefellers and all these different bloodline Illuminati families have their biggest charities in the world. Look at the Clinton Foundation, the Bushes, you name it. Okay, guys? So, the Soros foundations, the Soros charities. So, guys, these are just sock puppets for the real big elites behind them. So, it's a fucking joke. What was I talking about, man? Before we got into the charities. Fuck. So yeah, the elites are coming down. Don't be scared to, oh yeah, you guys realize that you've been, all of a sudden you wake up, you're like, oh, this is corrupt, and that's corrupt, and our law system's corrupt, and everything's corrupt. Our every industry is corrupt. The big tech is corrupt. Big oil's corrupt. Big pharma is corrupt. The medical industry is corrupt. The Cancer Institute, it's all Rockefellers. The Council on Foreign Relations, created by the Rockefellers too. Oh my God, the UN, Rockefellers as well. Oh my God, it's all a scam created by these trusts for the fucking top bloodlines. Everything's fake. Everything's a lie. Oh my God, they're in the churches. They run the fucking Catholic Church. The Rothschilds built out the Catholic Church in 1832. What the fuck is going on? Everything's a fucking scam. Okay, well, and then you freak out. Okay, we've been in this system for a long time. This is the end times, not for us. This is the end times for the elites. That's why everything that was in the dark, the hidden hand that controlled everything, is coming to light. Now that we see the trick only works on us when we are fooled. It's not working anymore because we're awake. So this is end times for the elites. That's why they have to censor. You don't want to have to censor. What if I censored? This is an important medical decision, life-changing medical decision. How can you make informed consent when the one side bans and censors and fires anybody who says anything different across the entire world? What do you think they're hiding? If would they hide something if they didn't? Why would they censor if they had nothing to hide? Well, because we're too stupid. We might get confused and believe something that's not true. Just show us the truth then. The whole world's been saying we haven't even isolated COVID, so it doesn't exist. Oh, by the way, where'd the flu go that has the same symptoms? Oh, flu's gone, replaced with the same thing with, oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, and you guys say the number one problem is we don't believe it. Then show us the isolation. You guys we've been saying this for years, since this thing started. You had all this time to show us the isolated version of it. Prove it to us. Because I fact-checked it, and you know what the fact-checker said? They said it has been isolated because people in China said so. That's not proof. They just keep, oh, this guy said so. Show me the proof. You guys want to lock us down? The onus is on you to show me the proof. I don't got to prove this is fake. Everything about this thing is fake. Stevie Wonder can see that. You got to prove to me that it's real. That's how it works. It doesn't work the other way around, guys. Don't forget that. Okay, this whole thing's silly as fuck. So, like I said, we've been corrupt for so long. Well, don't wake up now and freak out and be scared and self-censor. Then you're just as dumb, you're just as useless as the people that are still asleep. If you're going to self-censor and be scared and hide in your basement, I'm scared to talk because I know the government's going to come round up people like me first that are speaking the truth. Guys, you're scared, and we've been under this death cult for 1,700 years. This is the end of them, not the end of us. That's why we're waking up, okay? So we can live under the system of slavery. We can live without it. Don't be scared. This is the Great Awakening. 4 years ago, I was the only one saying this, and every single person, every single one of my closest friends thought I was nuts. No, I can't find anybody who's not somewhat awake. I can't find anybody. I talk to everybody in the streets. Not a single one of you isn't fully awake or on the way to being awake. Okay? How do you like those odds? How do you like them apples, dummies? So what do you think's happening then? Of course we're waking up. Which way's the wind blowing? It's blowing a fucking avalanche of truth. Okay? You think that's just going to go away and everybody's going to forget what happened? Once you get red pilled, you can't go the other way. It's a one-way door. So, what else? Yeah, and like, you can't censor things. What if it's like censoring, telling parents, hey, you can't tell your kids not to look both ways before they cross the road. That's how important information is. And people have valid information. Top doctors, Nobel Peace Prize winners, top doctors from within Pfizer, within the CDC, from within the WHO, all top doctors and scientists coming out saying, the guy who created the mRNA, the guy who created the PCR, telling us this one doesn't work and this one's dangerous. Okay, so everybody's telling